Hi there, Loy Machedo speaking to you from loymachedo.com. Who's Loy Machedo? Think Personal Branding. Okay, I thought today I'll make a different video. This one is the 10 common misconceptions people have about me. Okay, given that I've been on YouTube in terms of videos for more than 11 years now, I think 12. And given that I've been a full time, not only YouTuber, but online coach consultant, people have this misconception, especially with my articles, Quora presence, YouTube, everything. Okay. So I put down the top 10. You can see the list. I'll put it in the description. So let's see. I'll put a timestamp so you can check whichever you want. These are the 10 common ones. If you think I've missed out on any, please put down in the comment section below. And if I feel there are important ones that I missed, maybe I'll put a part 2 of this. Okay. So let me know which one you thought is a common misconception. These are the top 10 I can think of. So in no particular order, the first one is I have faked recommendations or lied about myself or my achievements in my profile. I think this stems from the fact that sometimes I do put in the community posts that this person took my service, I'm very happy. Or if you check Google reviews, you will check people who have been my clients and people who have actually shared from their real profiles. And some of them, there is just a person with only one review because they don't use that feature very well. So people think I faked these recommendations. And let's call a spade a spade. It's not that there is no way you can't get a fake recommendation. There are plenty of people who are ready to give fake recommendations. Even on Fiverr, if you go for $5, people will give you a fake video recommendation, which is why I don't use video recommendations and I don't take people with their photograph, Facebook. I keep my clients confidential. So, do I fake recommendations? The truth, here's the truth. When I was starting my career, when I was young, yes, I did fake recommendations. When LinkedIn started initially, I used to give recommendations, take recommendations. And when I did start here, when I came to Thailand, just starting, I didn't have a base. I didn't have any clients. I didn't have any contacts, connections. So I called people that I knew who I had given services to put it across as if they just took my service now. So even though they took my service 3, 4 years ago, I asked them, put it as if you did it now. So that's the only fake recommendations I've used. But I do not need to put any fake recommendations because, man, I have more than 6,000 videos on YouTube. There's enough and more to know about me. Why should anyone put fake? And I work very hard. I work very hard for my presence to be online. So I don't think I need any fake recommendations. In fact, many times I don't even take a recommendation, but now I'm trying to make it a consistent habit. So that's point number one. Second misconception about me. This one is very common, especially from guys in India. They say I married my Thai wife for the visa. Okay, married her for the visa. Now, over here also, you're absolutely right. There are a lot of people who do get married for visa or citizenship, and that happens in the West. They married, you get these toy boys or these young boys who marry grandmothers, and then you get people in the West who definitely, it happens a lot. A lot of Indians who marry women, UK. You can even check on YouTube, this immigration police, they catch Indians and Pakistanis, Bangladesh, red-handed, that they have never met the girl doesn't know them, but they're getting married just for the citizenship. Okay, visa, work visa, or citizenship. So here in Thailand, if you are retired, if you are aiming for retirement, you need to have X amount of money. That is around, I think, 1 million. 1 million you need to have, yeah, I think 1 million in the bank, Thai baht. And then you need to show a consistent amount of money that is coming in every month. And then you can apply for marriage visa. Okay. For that, you obviously have to be married in the court and in the law. And then after you show this amount of money in the bank, which has to be there for 4 months, plus proof that you're getting retirement or you're getting money every month consistently from whatever means, from your property or whatever, then you can get a marriage visa or retirement visa. Okay. I'm not too well versed with that because I don't have a marriage visa. I've not applied for it. The visa that I have is a business visa. And the reason why it's expensive, let me tell you, it's expensive. And the reason why I've taken this is so that, my presence is online. I'm working online. I'm sharing my information online. I'm giving my number. I tell people I offer consultancy. I mean, how can I work? There are a lot of trolls and troublemakers who would easily be able to blackmail me or complain about me. And then it shuts down my entire profile. Trust me when I say this, the Thai police, the Thai immigration, they conduct regular checks to make sure to know that you are in the right when doing things. So I didn't marry my Thai wife for the visa. And one other reason why I didn't marry her for the visa is I would always have the upper hand, because when you marry someone for the visa, you're under their mercy. So the second misconception. Third one, I was jailed in UAE. This one is very common because I've shared with people that yes, I was jailed for arguing with a Arab local. But here's the thing: I was not jailed as an imprisonment or a punishment. I was jailed for few hours in the lockup, few hours. So technically, it's not actually jailed. And the reason I was jailed just to get me scared. Okay. And even when I was traveling through airports in the Middle East countries, which are Arab Gulf countries, when they feel someone is suspicious or under suspicion, or they want to take them for questioning, they keep them in these rooms which are kind of a lockup kind of a room. Okay. So that is where I was jailed. I was not jailed as they passed a judgment on me and you are officially jailed and then I sleep overnight in the jail. No, I was just there for 1 hour, 2 hours. I think the longest I've been is 2, 3 hours, either for my tattoos or they thought I was satanic. And the biggest one, the only messy one, was when I was in my 30s, road rage, where I shouted at a Emirati and he shouted, I'm local. And he had a friend who was in the police station. And through influence, he managed to scare the hell out of me, which he did. For 3 hours, they put me in a lockup just to scare me. Okay, so that was the jail. So I've not been jailed for any crime, and no, I've not been jailed. Okay, this is a very common one that people in UAE, without knowing, and that also they've come to know because I have spoken about it. So without having any details, they say, I know you have been jailed. Stupid. Point number four. This one is even more common. Deported from UAE. Now, what is a deportation? Deportation is when actual deportation is when you're illegal in the country, you have broken a law, you have stayed without a visa, and you have been handcuffed and put on a plane and sent off. That is called deportation. And then you cannot come back into the country. That is called deportation. Okay. Have I been deported? No. I have not been deported. I've been falsely sent out of the country. Yes, the mistake that I made was I used that term deport, maybe for lack of a better term, or I should have used my common sense then. I did not get deported because if I was deported, I would never be able to enter UAE or the Middle East ever again. And just FYI, I was falsely sent off at the age of 36 when I worked for that company that was doing fake degree certification, which most of you know. And when I complained to the CID, the Criminal Investigation Department, which is like the FBI, this guy, the owner of the company, found out and he cancelled my visa. That was mutual, but then he falsely put cases saying that I cheated him or whatever. And he made sure that I couldn't enter the country by putting false court cases, okay, because he had my passport and all that. But uh, because I was on the right, the person from the CID, Criminal Investigation Department, and my contacts and connections because I had friends, Emiratis, for so many years, they removed it. They said, this is fake. So if I was deported, I would never be able to come back to UAE. And I came back at the age of 36 after being falsely sent. It was hardly a month. I got everything removed. And that is where, if you check my TED talk, I spoke after 2011. Check my video 2011, I was sent off. It's on YouTube. And I came back to do TED Talk. And I stayed there for another 5 years. So come on. It's not deported. These idiots who keep talking, I don't know. They're just stupid idiots. They'll just talk. It's like they know more about my life than me. Point number five. Well, this one is common because I criticize God and religion. That I hate Muslims or I hate Hindus or I hate God or I hate Christians. No, my dear, I hate bad ideas. Okay. If you justify a 50-year-old man can marry or have sex with a a 9-year-old girl or 6-year-old girl, to me, that is plain disgusting. If you can tell me that you drink cow urine and it heals your COVID, or you waste milk or you waste food which a person can eat to a statue, or there is this guy who's hanging on a cross and you take one piece of wafer and it becomes the flesh of someone and it will heal your sickness and all if you pay money to the church. Sorry, that is all bullshit ideas, man. If there is a God, why would people die with the floods and famines? It's very simple. Right now in Pakistan, people are dying due to floods. In Saudi, people are dying due to floods. In Indonesia, there's an earthquake. Where is this God? I hate bad ideas. It's not that I hate a God. If there's a Hindu, Muslim, Christian, and they're doing their own thing, I don't mind that. And the only thing that I don't like is when you hurt and harm a human being, or when you cause violence, or if you have a debate with someone in terms of the religion and they start using profanities and bad words, what does it show about you? So that's what I hate. I don't hate any gods or anything. I just hate bad ideas. Number 6 is I hate Indians. Oh, I, I get enough and more of this. And the reason why I hate Indians, this misconception, is because I criticize India where things are wrong. Now, pay attention. I criticize what is wrong. Rape is bad. Corruption is bad. Uh, Doing things like fake degrees and all that, that is all bad. Or racism is bad. So now people say, why don't you talk of the racism in US? Yeah, because I'm an Indian passport holder. My parents and relatives are Indians. I'm close to India. I read about the politics of India. I don't read the politics of USA. I don't know anything of USA. So, like I ask people, why aren't you talking about Switzerland? Why aren't you talking of Uganda? Why aren't you talking of, let's say, a city in Iran? Because that has nothing got to do with you. You will only speak about what you specialize in or what is close to your heart or what belongs to you. So, being an Indian passport holder, I speak more about India. And why I highlight the flaws and drawbacks is you just as you have a child, if you keep praising the child and talking only about good, the child will spoil. So someone needs to highlight the bad that is there. Yes, I'm proud of the achievements Indians do, but I'm not going to have fake pride on someone who has given up his nationality, given up his citizenship, has taken the citizenship of another country, and then say, oh, his great grandfather was Indian, I'm Indian. Hey, no, it doesn't work that way, man. Our Many of our Indians are so very insecure. And if you highlight rape took place and you criticize rape, they say, why are you criticizing Indians? That to me is stupidity. Okay. So point number 6, I highlight what is bad and I celebrate what is good, but I don't like to take credit for what is not, shouldn't be taken. And especially I tell people, focus on you. If you're proud of something that you have done, that's great. Don't start taking, oh, Twitter, that guy, the CEO, he's once upon a time, he was an Indian passport holder. Hey, we Indians have done something great. No, you're not done anything great. Anyway, point number 7, I hate UAE. Because I stayed in UAE for 40 years, my parents 55, I know a lot of loopholes, drawbacks, and issues and problems with UAE. Now, the reason why I highlight this is because when I was in UAE, given the laws of UAE, you can't speak negative because it's a ruler, it's a monarch. Like I stay in Thailand now, I'm a guest, I'm not a citizen. And you cannot talk of the monarch, you cannot talk of the king. So when I was in UAE, as long as I lived in UAE, I never spoke anything bad about UAE, the leadership, the drawbacks, the religion, nothing. It's only after I left and I knew that I'd never come back, then I highlighted the drawbacks about UAE because now I can speak freely. And yes, there is that thought, oh, you don't spit on the hand that feeds you. UAE never gave me anything for free. I earned each and every penny. Whether I'm in Thailand today, whether I was in UAE, whether even when I went to India, I earned my opportunities. I earned. So just as I don't give uh, excuses of my failure and blame anybody else, I don't give credit for my successes to anyone. UAE offered opportunities. I succeeded, despite the fact many failed. So I take credit for what I've achieved. So I don't hate UAE, but I highlight the challenges and the problems of UAE. Like I tell people, if you're looking for something only positive about UAE, go to these marketing channels, go to the tourism department channel, you'll find everything positive and good. Read the Gulf News Khaleej Times, everything is positive and good there. So that's another stupid misconception that I hate UAE. I love UAE. In fact, I consider UAE my home because I've been there for 40 years and it'll never go out of me. If you had to ask me, I'm more closer to UAE than I am to India because I spent 40 years of my life. So my childhood memories, my friends, everything is in UAE. Number eight is I'm jealous of, you can fill in the blanks. Oh, you're jealous of this YouTuber, you're jealous of Shah Rukh Khan, you're jealous of, um, what, Andrew Tate or whatever. My dear, I being jealous of somebody, how does it help me? Okay, if you were to tell me a small time YouTuber who started his channel like me and he's doing much better than me, I wouldn't feel jealous or envious, but I would feel that pain. I'm human. I would feel that pain. Man, I'm working hard. I work 12 hours or 14 hours a day. I'm making, for example, 500 US dollars. He's making, let's say, $10,000 or he's making 1,000, 2,000. You'd feel that pain. But then again, if the person speaks on cryptocurrencies or the person speaks on, let's say, engineering, and I'm not an engineer, or there are even YouTubers who speak, they show their wife, they show their kids, they show themselves, family. I don't like to do that. There are some people who literally have videos of eating food. I don't want to do that. There are some people who literally travel to different parts of Thailand and that's how they get popular. It's a lot of hard work and they get much more views, but they sacrifice a lot more. I don't want to do that. So I don't get jealous because that's not something to feel jealous about. But yes, it does pain me that, sheesh, man, I'm not earning as much. So I look at it more as a positive reinforcement for me to work harder. Okay. Point number nine is people have this misconception, I have no regrets. I have this perfect life. Oh, Loy has no regrets. You're wrong. We all are human beings. We all have regrets. Would you regret not buying that lottery ticket someone offered you and you could win 10 million? My regrets, what are they? Not studying, not taking advantage of the opportunities, not migrating to Canada when I could at a very young age, wasting, I think, literally 10 years of my life, all the money, easy money that I got, had I invested, I think I'd be much more rich. Not taking advantage of so many opportunities, business or otherwise, not studying, I told you, not being trained. So yes, I do have regrets. And the way I spend money, I have spent I think more than 1 million I've spent on books and DVDs, CDs, technology. I've wasted a lot of it, man, a lot. So yes, I do have regrets. And the last misconception that people have about me is I have rich sponsors or people fund my channel. It was funny when UAE and Qatar, that time that blockade was there with Qatar, they were saying I was a Qatar funded channel. And then when I was talking about the drawbacks of India, I was a Pakistani sponsored channel. No, I'm sorry, nobody is sponsoring me. Nobody is a rich sponsor. Yes, I do have well wishers who sometimes pay money from time to time, but none of my messages are sponsored. Everything comes from the heart and I keep it transparent. So these are the 10 misconceptions people have about me. I don't know which one you assumed about me, but if in case any of them you did assume, let me know. And yes, if there's any misconception I missed out, let me know what they are. If I feel there's something that is important that has missed out, I'll definitely make a video response. Good, bad, ugly. Let me know what are your thoughts. This is me signing off. You guys take care.